Listen up, club members. It's time for the Redacre Recap, making sure you know what you should while roaming the neighborhood. Here's what happened this week. The Idare's SatCon excursions continued this week. He took club kids to the uber-confusing mine prison so they could attempt to decipher the code used between Colum and Cody. The Idare warned groups that in order to reach the cell of Group 6, a child must be ready to stand alone as he did in the beginning. The rest would likely need to be claimed by apparitions in order to clear the path for others. After a lot of teamwork and big brain collaborating, the final phrase was found to be "to host his spite, stand against all, burn thy world." The Idare explained the middle part of the phrase, saying, "What do my makers force on them? What must the prisoners be constantly made to do? To kneel, stand against all." Once the phrase was performed correctly, our favorite flame-shaped friend proclaimed, "The fire roars," before recounting the unlocked memory of Bells when she broke into SatCon and stood before a man at the open cell. Club kids were in for quite a shock as they began to hear portions of the Idare's words to Bells in an auditory memory of their first meeting.
You followed my signs, found a fragment of me. Isabella, is it? No. Your friends call you Bells. A name you chose. That's you. Names have power, Bells. Tell me. Have you got any idea what they have planned for you? So, Bells, you broke into this damn gulag and found my boys. Smart kid. And you've been dreaming about what you witnessed the other night. I see parts of it. Behind your eyes. You caught them. Recorded what they've been doing here. For years. You hear me now, don't you? But not for long. I'm like that recording you made. A single fragile copy of the truth. They've wiped out most of the others by now. If they catch you, they'll erase me.
We've also caught some interesting stuff from HQ that's been running around the rumor mill.
We're all a little curious about what exactly the place between is, but TMC once offered to shed some light on it. Stay with me, club kids. TMC called the place between a state of mind, like saturation control or the moon. It's a time and place that exists in humanity's collective conscious memory, and it's useful to them because of its specific moment in time. During an eclipse, TMC and TID shared a theory that during eclipses, our ancestral species were uniquely vulnerable to shifts in belief. HQ thought maybe for that reason, TFB is like a clean lab that lets them make changes without contamination. My brain hurts just trying to think about it. On a slightly less confusing note, HQ shared a dream they had about Leigha Stanek and Camden Blaine long before DF Lad died, in which two trees with drooping branches fell into the waterline, their leaves turning gray and skeletal. But then birds came and collected the broken pieces, bringing them to a new tree and turning them into a home. Don't we just love when HQ shares their cryptic, unsettling dreams? So fun. If you're going to be out there this week, we've got some suggestions to help you make the most of it.
There's more to the Idare's memory to hear. Make sure you have your old tongue ready with the phrase, to host his spite, stand against all, burn thy world, in case the Idare asks you to join him in saturation control. And now that we know the full old tongue phrase Coleman Cody used, some of you might want to hit up Camden about it since he was also looking for it. Remember, UC is always listening to our conversations in the boxcar, even the ones about how much you hate homework. And lastly, we would love to know what you all think about what TMC and HQ said about the place between and eclipses. Seems like there could be some interesting connections there, so if you have the spare brain cells, our help wanted sign reads needs more tinfoil. Okay, club members, that's what you need to know for this week's Redacre Recap. Stay safe, stay smart, stay awake. Over and out.